History of torture. Spanish donkey. In past centuries, the form of torture known as the Spanish donkey was particularly widespread and was most often inflicted on women accused of immorality, adultery, or witchcraft. During the punishment, heavy weights were tied to the woman's legs, and she was forced to sit in a wooden device shaped like a donkey with a sharp top. Over time, the weights were increased, causing the woman's genital area to be torn and bleed, resulting in unbearable pain and suffering. The primary purpose of this torture, being directed at women, was to inflict serious damage on their genitalia, cause intense physical pain, and create deep psychological distress. This form of punishment was often carried out in public. Thus, not only was the punished woman publicly humiliated, but it also served as a frightening example to others. Breast ripper. In this torture, a horrific device called the breast ripper was used. The tool had 4 sharp claws, and its purpose was to slowly tear apart a woman's breast, sometimes even completely ripping them off. Before the torture began, the device was heated and then placed on one of the woman's breasts, inflicting excruciating pain. This device was used in the Middle Ages, usually by male inquisitors, against women accused of various negative traits. It caused unimaginable pain and was considered one of the most brutal tortures of the Middle Ages.
Scold's Bridle.
This torture was mainly applied to women who talked too much, gossiped, or were disobedient to their husbands. The device, called a Scold's Bridle, consisted of a metal plate that squeezed the tongue and kept it immobile. When the woman tried to speak, the spikes on the metal plate would pierce her tongue and draw blood. Although this torture was not considered extremely severe, the iron mask placed on the woman's head publicly humiliated her. Everyone who saw it would mock and demean her. Pear of Anguish. One of the most horrifying torture devices of the Middle Ages was the Pear of Anguish. This metal pear, with its 4 sharp prongs, was forced into the victim's mouth, anus, or vagina, depending on their crime. As the screw turned, the device expanded slowly, ripping the body from the inside and inflicting unbearable pain. It was most often used on women accused of witchcraft, liars, or those branded as immoral. The Pear of Anguish was not just a tool of punishment, it was a symbol of fear, cruelty, and the merciless horrors of medieval torture. The rack. The victim was laid on a large wooden frame, with their hands and feet bound by iron chains. The rollers at the ends of the frame were slowly turned, stretching the body more and more. First, the joints were dislocated, then muscles tore and bones broke. The horrifying part was that this agony didn't immediately kill the victim. They were forced to scream in pain for a long time and confess everything. The rack was not just a torture device, it was also used to instill fear. Women accused of witchcraft, political prisoners, and even those who simply spoke against the ruler were stretched on this dreadful frame. If you want to see the dark side of the Middle Ages, don't miss such stories. More shocking tales are coming your way, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. History of torture.